problem with Streamlabs, so I literally don't know what's happening today. It's kind of crazy. Do 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 do. Is it back? I think it's my internet because it's not even working my phone. Oh, it's back? Thank you, thank you. I have no idea how YouTube will be now. Okay, one moment. I need to literally reopen the YouTube chat and everything. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, I'm definitely back. Oh my god. Appreciate you guys like literally coming back. We missed you. Okay, let me see. So I can close this. I can type that. All right, chat. Don't forget to put like on this live stream too. Again, okay. Put the like right there. We need that. All right. So we back stream. We back. Everyone is okay. We fully back. Oh yeah. Long time no see. Okay, I think we fully back. I think we can go now. All right. We fully back. I think. We fully back, chat. We fully back. Ooh, we're fully back to a nice CodeRabbit review already. Okay, Twitch back, YouTube back. I hope. Just crazy. I have literally no idea what's happening. I may have to, talk with Streamlabs because it's been happening. Literally, it's been happening. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. All right, we back, baby. We back. All right, YouTube. All right, YouTube. We fully back. We fully back, baby. All right, chat. So, CodeRabbit just finished the review of the pull request that sends a message, okay? So what we can see here is indeed we introduced a new Nation chat experience, okay? We have introduced the possibility of sending a message, that's true. And we have implemented input validation for the name and the content. This is true too. And we obviously have included the new MCP server. Ooh, and he knows it as an MCP server. Interesting. Oh my god, here we go with a nice diagram once again. So this is the user interacts with your AI agent. Your AI agent sends a request to MCP chat. And the MCP chat dispatches that to the Nation chat server. That will call the send message tool, which will return back a response. That response will be converted to an MCP response, which will be converted to the HTTP response, and that will be used by the client to display an actual message to the user. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Chat, are we fully back, like 1,000% back on Twitch too? Twitch, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? You guys back too? Just crazy. Crazy stressful, this live stream today for some reason. On YouTube, we are back. 1,000%. 1,000%. But on Twitch, I do need to double check. Yeah, we back too. We have 30 people on already. Yeah, we back. We back for sure. All right. All right, perfect. So estimated code review effort, that was 20 minutes. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ooh, interesting. All right. So you guys remember when we went to the Nation chat? Let's actually open this on the files changed thing. Let's click here. So you guys remember when we did the instructions of the Nation chat? We told them, hey, there is two tools. One of them is send message. The second one is get messages. And you should use send message for sending a message. And you should use get messages to get them all. And what it's telling me is that be careful because the get messages tool does not exist yet. I love it, honestly. So good. So good. It's literally understood that these are literally tools, but the get messages is not yet done. And I have a committable suggestion. I can remove it if I want to. Let's keep it for now because we know it's coming. Let's go all the way down. What else do we have? Oh, interesting. So it's telling me that use the validated inputs. The current response is a placeholder and variables aren't used. Oh, it's telling me that the name in the content is not being used on a response. As such, why do I need these variables to begin with? Makes sense. Anything else? Yes. Oh, interesting. It's telling me that on the bootstrap app.php, we have a with routing, which loads web.php, but it doesn't load yet the ai.php file. By the way, chat, we are changing this in the next version of the MCP tool. We are going to change this to the way that CodeRabbit is saying. It's basically telling me that when you go to your Laravel app at the moment, you have this, what is? You have this bootstrap app.php, and on this place you have this web, you have commands, potentially other things, and I think it just makes sense to have AI here too. And literally, CodeRabbit is suggesting that to me, that we probably should do this instead of loading this .ai automatically, which makes sense, honestly. Makes sense. That's a good review as well. Okay? So good comments here. Undeniably, we don't need to make any action for now. We can just keep going and keep moving forward. The diagram was, again, super accurate, which is awesome. Hey, thanks, Roberts. I appreciate that Twitch is working nice. Okay, chat. The next step is going to the send message tool. And actually, we have the message, so we can retrieve it back. And what we can do is, we are doing this already. We are creating the message, and then we are answering back to, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is beautiful. The next step is actually testing this. Let's make sure PHP stand is happy, so let's type composer test. PHP stand should be happy, but we never know. Ooh, code coverage is below expected. Oh yeah, baby. We need to work on this, absolutely. Absolutely. So code coverage of send message tool is currently at 0%. Can you guys see it? I'm going to show you. Here we go. Code coverage currently at 0% on the send message tool. So let's work on this. And I'm really proud of the way we have introducing testing on MCP. Let me show you. So the only thing you have to do is go here and create a new folder with the name MCP. And then let's create another folder with the name tools. And finally, let's create another folder or another file with the name send message tool test.php. Okay, so now we have this. We can run pint, so it adds the beautiful declare strict types all the way top. Here we go. And we can type the following. It validates the name field or name argument, actually. Here we go. Once we do this, we need to check if this is validating the name argument. So what we're going to do is type response equals to nunonation chat, call the tool method, and this will receive a send message tool. Okay? So we are testing this tool in isolation. And the next step is make sure that if we call this without any arguments, and again, we are intentionally not providing any argument here, no argument, we need to check that this is not okay. So we start to see errors. And one of them is that the name field is required. So let's do that. This should actually be good, I think. Yes, it is. So we're testing already that the name field is required, and we can do the same thing for the body. So let's this time provide actually a name, for example. Let's write here the first person who appears on the chat, which is Mark. Let's type Mark here, and now the body field is required. Ooh, it's failing for some reason. Why is that? The body field is required was not found. Interesting. Let's DD the response to see why. Oh, it's content? Didn't we change this to... Oh? Oh, we actually made a mistake here. This should be body. Here we go. This is a body. Body, and body, and body, and body. How about now? Yep, we got body. Need to remove the DD. And we should be good to go. Beautiful. We have 2 tests already. This should actually already bump a little bit the coverage. Let's see. Let's type vendor bean passed -- coverage. By the way, chat, what do you guys think in general about coverage? Do you work hard on having 100% code coverage? Or in general, you think that coverage is useless? What do you guys think? Write down the chat. What do you guys think? Benson is asking if Laravel MCP can work with Prism PHP. I think it can, yeah. Can I ask, Vitrex is asking if you can ask actions related question. Absolutely, dude. Jose Alves is saying that auto magically cracks me every single time. Mark is saying that, you can create a new file in PHP Storm by passing the path. Oh, really? Didn't know, man. Thank you. Gonzalo is saying you came back. Well, hopefully now the stream is just good. Steve King is saying that I should use it more when it concerns code coverage. Interesting. Yeah, code coverage is important, chat. Super important. By the way, chat, if you just arrived, go all the way down and subscribe my channel. Like, insanely important, chat. You know what I mean? Like, insanely important. If you have multiple actions, you should inject those actions in themselves. So if you have create team, which creates the first user, for example, you have the create user being injected on the constructor of the create team, and then you just chain actions. That's the way I do it, okay? All right, chat. So we are with 19% of code coverage, which is not ideal. So let's continue to work on this. So the next step is really make sure the message can be created. So let's type it sends a message. So we call a tool with mark and hello world. The response should be assert OK, of course. And finally, we should assert C that the message got sent successfully, which is this point right here. So let's just copy this and put it right here. Beautiful. This should actually be accurate too, I think. And it is. We can go all the way down and type here that the message is the very first element on the query. So let's type here this. Here we go. And this will be query first. And I expect the message not to be null, the name to be mark, and the body to be hello world. Okay, how about the coverage now? The coverage now is about 42%. And that is like something I don't do, at least at the moment, is that I don't test the schema. I don't think I need to test the schema because otherwise I would be testing the framework. So here what I will do is type code coverage ignore. I don't want to test the schema. It doesn't make any sense. And now we are at 100%. So we are fully testing everything except the schema because we don't need it. We don't need to test the schema. That will be useless. It's a builder, so why would you do that? Okay, so we are with 100% test coverage. I think I'm going to push this to see what CodeRabbit has to say about this. So let's type composer lint. Here we go. It's hanging for some reason. Oh, here we go. We can type composer test to run the entire test suite. Yeah, it makes sense, Vitrex. It's just chain actions. It just works. You can control click on the file name to see the coverage. Oh, really? Didn't know that. By the way, chat, it's Friday, man. And we are literally developing an MCP app all together. It's super fun so far, and I cannot wait to see this in progress. By the way, if you guys have Cloud Code installed or Cursor, you guys are going to be able to interact with me once this is shipped to production. And we are almost there. Honestly, only the get messages left, and we are almost there. Let's push this, because this is literally ready. So let's type here, feed completes, send message. And let's push this. So it does have a few things new, and let's see what CodeRabbit has to say about those new few things, okay? Meanwhile, there is something I want to develop real quick, which is ignoring a few names that did not make sense. So let's type here private array ignorable names. Let's type this, ignorable names. So I want to ignore a few names, things like user, assistant, Claude, GPT, AI, bot, or whatever. Absolutely. Okay, and cursor too, because we are using cursor. So let's create an array with that. And let's have a comment here which says the names that should not be used when sending a message. Absolutely. Is this okay? I think it is, yeah. And what we are going to do is that before calling the action, we are going to validate the name. So for each name on those ignorable arrays, so as ignorable name, if that name as lower is equal to the name as lower as well, we respond back saying that you must provide a valid name that is not user, assistant, Claude Code, blah, 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 blah. Ask the user for their first name if you don't know it. Beautiful. And this should be an error message, by the way. Okay, this should be an error, not a text. And if I run vendor bin passed with coverage, this should actually lower the coverage a little bit because this section is not tested at all. And past.php tells me that between the line 50 and 54, the send message tool is not being tested. So if we go here, exactly between the line 50 and 54, this is not being tested. So what we can do is go back to the send message tool test and type the following. It rejects invalid e-names. Perfect. And let's, for example, try send something like Claude or just user, for example. So if I do this, the response I get back has errors, and one of them is literally this. Bam, 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 boom. Here we go. Okay, this should actually still give me 100% code coverage now. Here we go, it does. Right there, 100% code coverage right there, okay? What's up, Lagos Twin? How you doing? He's saying the following, Lagos. Hi, everyone. What version is your Laravel MCP? I'm having an error related to the tool result on the handle method. Tool result does not exist anymore, okay? I don't know where you got that class from. That was a previous version of Laravel MPC. The version you should be using now is the version I've released yesterday, which is 0.2. That's the latest version of the Laravel MCP tool, okay? All right? So hope that it's got cleared, okay, chat? By the way, chat, if you don't know me, please go all the way down and subscribe to this channel. We are literally creating content around PHP and Laravel every single time. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, subscribe my channel so you can see more, all right? God bless, God bless. Here we go. Okay, we are with 100% and we just have finished this, okay? So what we can do is that we have this here, and I'm going to start working on the get message, on the get messages tool, which is the latest thing we are going to do today, before actually trying this in production. So I'm going to check if CodeRabbit did finish the review of the send message, and it should. So I'm going to go all the way down, and it did, I think. No, it's still running. Okay, when we finish the send message by actually using the action and everything, I have pushed it, and I'm still waiting for the review from CodeRabbit. So let's wait for that. While we are doing that, we can continue to work on the get message. So what I will do here is type git commit, and then I'm going to type here completes, or no, I'm going to type tests send message. I'm going to not push this, and I'm going to start a new branch with the name fit MCP list messages. This one will be super quick, honestly. This list messages will be super quick. We just have to type PHP artisan make MCP tool. MCP tool list messages, or will be just get messages, perhaps. Get messages tool. Okay, beautiful. Got created. Once it got created, we want to run composer lint. So we have this beautifully styled. Here we go. And then we go to the actual server, which is within MCP servers, and we include the get messages tool. Okay, so we have it. We can click on it and actually give a description. So let's do that. So this will be, use this tool to get the latest messages from the Nuno Nation chat. Beautiful. I think, do we work on the limit? Maybe not. Let's not work with the limit, or maybe we do. Yeah, let's work with the limit. Let's type here, the limit will be an integer, minimum 1, and max will be 100. Default should be 50, and that's the number of messages to retrieve. Beautiful. And then we need to validate that limit. Let's type here validate, and the limit will be an integer between 1 and 100 and required. Let me just confirm that's the schema. Yes, required. So that's default to 50, which we can put here. Default to retrieve 50 messages. The limit is not specified. Okay. And we get the limit. We can perform the query. So let's type here messages equals to the message model ordered by latest. So query latest. The limit will be the one that the user gave to me. And once we are done, we just get them all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Genmark, thank you so much for the $2 donated on YouTube. I really appreciate. By the way, chat, I hope you guys are having a bunch of fun. This is Laravel MCP. We are literally using it for the first time. It's a new package that we have been working on at Laravel. Allows you to do MCP development within Laravel. And chat, just between me and you, this is the future. This is the future. Trust me. This thing of having a mouse and being clicking on buttons with a real UI, this is the thing from the past, man. People will be using actual agents to perform these duties. Like, if you want to book reservations, they go to ChatGPT, and though that thing behind the scenes will interact with the MCP servers to make the reservation for you. That's what I believe on. That's why I think MCP tooling is so powerful. Let me know what you think. But I really think that this is literally the future. Okay? Okay. Jean-Marc is saying the following. I'm happy that you are showing the MCP. Yeah, man, appreciate. Melok is saying the following. If you use a JavaScript form object, a limit will be sent as a string and validation will fail. Oh? What do you mean? In Laravel, that doesn't happen, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about, but in Laravel, that doesn't happen. Even if it gets sent as a string, it will still be work as expected on the validation. Laravel, it just works with stuff like that. I'm going to be honest with you. Laravel is just auto magic, man. It's just woohoo, you know? That's what Laravel is about, man. All right, let's see what CodeRabbit has to say about... Oh, we did finish. Okay, so you guys remember, we did the send message like 10 minutes ago, and we pull request that to GitHub. Okay, so we have that pull request to GitHub. And while we were working on this, now it's much bigger. Interesting. Now we were working on this. CodeRabbit is performing a code review. So let's see what CodeRabbit has to say about this. Boom, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom. Nothing really special, honestly. It's telling me that I should use refresh database. That's being done already. What is this? Interesting. Oh, interesting. That's actually a good suggestion that I am like 50-50. Okay? So CodeRabbit is telling me, on this given test, you are validating code, which is true. I'm validating code, so I'm literally providing no name, and I'm expecting this to see. However, if I keep expanding on tests like this, what will end up happening is that I'm literally duplicating tests all the time, right? Imagine if I have a much more complex form request, right? I would basically be repeating myself all the time. And what CodeRabbit has to say about this is, dude, instead of copy-pasting that test all the time, just create a data set with past PHP. So this is accurate with past PHP. Just create a data set with the name invalid payloads, where you specify the payload like this, and you also specify the error message, and then just keep reusing that payload. And in fact, if we were to do this, like if we were to copy pasting this, Let's copy paste this. Let's go here to the send message test. If we were to just effectively replace this with this, it would be much easier to actually add test cases for this. I could test an empty name, an empty body, I could test the various validation messages that Laravel gives me. Okay, it's a good suggestion. However, because at the moment I have just two, I'm gonna not do this for now. Okay. What else? This I don't care. What is this? Oh, talks about context and blah, blah, blah. All right. That was a good suggestion, but I'm going to ignore it for now, I think. All right. So this pull request is like fully done. We can merge this. And then we can rebase this. Let's type here git add-p, git stash, and then put ourselves on main, git pull, to place ourselves again on MCP list messages. Let's type git rebase. By the way, if you don't know what rebase is, if you're not using rebase right now, you should probably use it all the time. Rebase is awesome. It took me a while to really understand what is rebase, but once you start using rebase, you just use it all the time. In this, I will do git stash pop to be back to the place I were. Okay. And where were we? That's a good question, right? We have a passing test suite, but zero tests at the moment on the get messages tool. Right, because we were working on it, I think. Yeah, we have messages. Now we need to display this, okay? So this we can do something like this. Here are the latest messages from the Nuno Nation chat, and we can display them all. Do we want to do it this way? I think I want to create a variable with the name formatted messages and do it like this. Yeah, 1,000 times better. And now I can use this. Here we go. Stephen King is saying the following. We are building our own tools at the moment, but in N8N. Interesting. I have literally no idea what that is, but a lot of people talk about that. Emerson Carvalho is saying, I was about to ask that. Why don't you use a dataset? Is actually a very good suggestion, by the way, by CodeRabbit. Using a dataset for validations is actually something you should do all the time, because the likelihood that you end up with a lot of validations to test is high. So why not do it, basically? Mark is saying that he doesn't use rebase when working with multiple people on the branch. Yeah, rebase should be used only and only if you are the only person working alone on a branch. If a branch you are about to rebase can be something that people are working on, you want to avoid using rebase all the time. Okay? You want to avoid using rebase. So this will display the messages. I guess the next step is actually testing this, okay? So let's type here, let's go here to get messages tool. And let's create a new test for this. Let's go here, copy paste this and type get messages tool. Here we go, beautiful. And then we can just clean all of this and type it displays all messages. So let's type function. Let's get the response. And this will be Nuno Nation chat tool, get messages tool. And then we may have to create a message. Let's do that. Message factory create with the name test user, test message. Let's grab someone from the chat real quick. Let's call this Emerson Carvalho from YouTube. Love you too, Twitch. And once we do this, we can type here, response, assert OK, and we expect to see Emerson Carvalho on the chat. Let's see how it goes now. So this should be good. It's failing for some reason. It's telling me that get messages tool does not exist. Really? Oh? It's right here. Like, what the? Oh, it's not imported. That's why. Okay, makes sense. Okay. There is errors for some reason. Okay, let's DD this to see what errors is like this complaining about. The limit field is required. Okay, this is a bug, not an error. This is literally a bug. The limit is required. Oh, required not on the schema, required here. It's not required. This should be optional. How do we do an optional thing in Laravel? It's like sometimes, I think. I don't even know. Oh, it's nullable or whatever, right? Oh, we need the default thing. Here we go. That's why. What is the default? Like 50? Yeah. Call value on integer. Oh, right. There is no value. Here we go. Emerson Carvalho. Love you, Twitch. So what we can do is this. Beautiful. We can run composer lint, and we should be good. I think we finished the app chat. Like, we are going to try this right now. It'll be so fun. Okay, let's run the entire test suite and push this. Are you guys ready? Because you guys are about to interact with me on ChatGPT. This will be so awesome. Oh, no. We don't have good coverage, chat. Oh, it's only the schema that is not tested. The schema is not tested. And honestly, I don't care about the schema again, so we can just do this. By the way, this is the instruction that you can give to pest, so you can ignore the coverage. So if I type now, coverage will be 100%, and we can run composite test again. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. And we can type git add. Come on, test suite. Come on, test suite. Give me what I want. Oh, no, that was close. Okay, we have PHP complaining about missing type on ignorable names, so we can fix this real quick. So apparently on the get messages tool, or on the send messages tool, actually, we have this little thing, which we need to do this. And now we should be good, actually. Potentially, perhaps, in the betweens. Here we go, PHP stand happy. So we can do this. We can type git commit -m. This will be tests the get messages. Actually, will be the entire feat, I think, yeah. So add get messages tool. Let's push this. Let's ask for one last review from CodeRabbit, okay? Let's go here to GitHub and compare this pull request and just do this pull request. So feat list messages tool. And again, if you just arrived, this is a stream that we are talking about MCP tooling, but also about this new tool called CodeRabbit that reviews code for you. And at the moment, this is quite nice because we do this pull request and it will just come to me and review this pull request automatically, which I absolutely love it. And talking about CodeRabbit, I don't know if you guys know, but they also have developed a CLI tool. Okay, I'm going to be honest, I have used the CLI tool, but I just prefer more the actual GitHub UI in the reviews over there, but they also allow you to do code reviews using this small CLI tool, okay? I just prefer more the GitHub UI. I think it just works better, and it's just, you know, the CLI was also released like 2 days ago, I think, so it's quite new. Def Fuzu, thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs on Twitch. I really appreciate you. Are absolutely awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bonkers is saying the following: validation can sometimes be difficult. Indeed, man. Validation is a lot difficult. I do agree with you. Ian Rodriguez is saying the following: I understand this project is very small for it, but what do you think about the tool response can return a view? That's a very good point. Chat, by the way, if you think that your response is super big, you can also return a string here, okay? This is supported by this package. You can return a string here, meaning that if you can return a string, something you can do as well is return a view, okay? So what you can do here is type return view with a particular blade view, okay? Eventually, if you want to. I have not found yet the case for it. I think this is still yet small to do something like that, but I do understand if you guys want to do that, okay, Shab? Let's make the test suite passing again. Oh, Bonkers, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Maluk. You awesome, man. Thank you, thank you. And like and subscribe, of course, chat. All right, here we go. We have this passing as expected. We can type git status and we don't have anything to push. So the project is ready. The project is ready and the moment of truth is coming. Do you guys have cloth code or cursor? Grab one of them because you are about to interact with me using agents and LLMs. Are you guys ready? All right. So the first thing we need to do is deploy this project. And for that, we are using Laravel Cloud. Okay, so let's go to Laravel Cloud, click on New Application. Oh my God, I'm shaking, literally shaking at the moment. Oof. Okay, so let's go to Laravel Cloud. Let's click on this Nuno Nation chat, whatever. Let's deploy this to Ohio. Oh my God. A blade view will be awesome, by the way. I agree with blade view being a good thing for that. Okay, a good thing for returning from prompts. Agree. Okay, let's add the new database. Let's create here a new database for today's live stream. Nuno Nation MCP chat. And let's call this, I think this will be a dev instance. You want to do, I think a dev instance will be enough. Let's make a dev instance. Actually, let's make a serverless Postgres. We don't need anything more strong than this, okay? So let's create a database. So this is a database on Laravel Cloud. Oh boy, we are about to deploy this. This sounds dangerously fun. I agree. Okay, we have a database. Let's save this. Something else I want to do is change the domain. So let's click on Settings, go to Domains, and change this domain to Nuno Nation MCP chat, and save this too. All right, this is done. The final step is actually having that pull request merged on main. So let's click here and see if CodeRabbit has done his review already. It's still reviewing the code, so we want to wait for CodeRabbit to review this before we actually ship this to production. Okay, so let's wait for that. And once we review this pull request, and once that is done, we deploy this project to Laravel Cloud. Once that is done, I'm going to give you a link that you guys can click on it and then add this tool to your cursor or to your cloth code. And then you can say something like, hi, my name is John Sugar. Say hi to the Nuno Nation. And I will be receiving those messages here, and we are going to chat using this, this software. It will be awesome. It will be awesome, chat. It will be awesome. Nuno Advertising Cloud, Laravel MCP, and CodeRabbit. Dude, I'm proud to say that I am lucky enough to talking about the tools that I personally use myself. You know, you guys know that. Like, I literally use PHP Storm all the time. Since the early days, before they even sponsor my channel, I was using PHP Storm already. I have learned everything I know from Laracast. I've been using CodeRabbit for a while now, and I'm actually having a lot of fun. I will activate it on past PHP and all my open source. All my open source will have CodeRabbit. That's 100% sure, because I can simply review one pull request on past PHP, and that learnings, those insights will be applied on OpenAI, another package I maintain. You know, so I absolutely want to share this knowledge across all the repos and have this early review because it will be literally for free. So why not? You know. So great question from Peak and Flow. Who is your dream sponsor? Honestly, this will sound a joke, but I'm looking for someone who sponsors me with water. Not because water is expensive, because I think it would be just hilarious if I can find a sponsor that is water. Because I'm drinking water all the time. You guys know on stream I'm drinking all the time. I dig the energy. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate. I love PHP and Laravel, honestly, and I love streaming, so I appreciate you taking the time to say that. If you guys really enjoy the stream, do not forget, go all the way down, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that, all right? So again, we are waiting for CodeRabbit to finish this code review, and once we do this, we merge on main, and we ship everything to production to see how it goes. What else can we do? We'll wait for this. I can talk a little bit about the starter kit if you guys want. Has any of you already tried my starter kit? Do not forget that, chat. I have literally shipped a new starter kit called the Laravel starter kit. It's insanely strict though, okay? It's insanely strict. Comes with PHP stand level max, comes with Reactor PHP level max, comes with Pint level 1000, and it comes with all these good things, you know? So be careful, be careful. If you enjoy strictness, this is a project for you. If you don't, you might want to do something a little bit more, more chill. But it comes with a lot of stuff. Comes with past PHP as browser testing too. Okay. Yeah, it's lovely. I love this. I absolutely love this. It comes with GitHub Actions pre-configured to run browser testing and much more. By the way, chat, today is Friday. Tomorrow is weekend. What have you guys done this week, and what are you going to do during the weekend? I hope you guys have fun during the weekend. It's time to chill. You guys can also work, not work in actual, daily work, but you can, learn stuff and keep improving as a developer. Chris is saying the following: I've used your starter kit and it's awesome. Thank you. Stephen King is saying that you have not used yet my starter kit, which is acceptable. To be fair, it's not every day that people need to start a project. So it might take a while before seeing some adoption from actual people using this project. John Sugar is saying the following: I have tried, but I want a kit that is inertia and view-based. I understand that, dude. We don't have yet, or at least I don't have yet, a version of this starter kit that comes with inertia by default. I do plan to do it for React in Livewire. With Vue, you may have to help me out. Pick and Flow is saying that he's going to dig into LangChain this weekend. That's a good thing to do. Oh no, boxing did this to you? I apologize, dude. I apologize. All right, is CodeRabbit done? Still running. It takes a while, this code reviews. It takes a while indeed. But I'm okay with this taking a while because we are going to have very accurate code reviews. So I love that. Okay. So what can I show you about CodeRabbit? Again, let's talk a little bit about pricing again. CodeRabbit is free for open source. It's also free for your private projects during 2 weeks. So you guys can try it out and let me know how it goes. And in terms of dashboard, it's quite simple. You just click on repositories, you add your repo, and that's it. That's the only thing I have done. Add this repo, bam, it just works. You can click on the dashboard to see some insights about your previous interactions with CodeRabbit. So it gives you this nice report of pull requests reviewed, the suggestions that got accepted, and more. And that's it. Literally, this is a very simple dashboard because what it does is also simple. Just reviews code, and that's it. Nothing else. Okay, so if you guys want to check it out, I'm going to give you the special link so you guys can do it, all right? Here we go. Beautiful. I haven't tried yet Neuron AI. By the way, chat, this pull request, this project is fully open source, so I'm going to send it to you. Okay, this project is fully open source. If you guys want to see a little bit of, how to build your own MCP tool, okay, fully open source, and it's just a useless MCP, chat. Oh, it's done. All right, chat. We are about to see what CodeRabbit has to say about this last pull request, which is list messages tool. Again, the MCP tool that displays all the messages, okay? So we are targeting main, which is the production branch. And what we are doing on this pull request is view the recent chat messages, which is an adjustable size, default 50, prevent sending messages with generic AI names like user, assistant, and bot, and we add a few tests too. We go all the way down, we get to see exactly that. We have, a new tool that got added to the MCP server. We are validating everything. Oh yeah, we have added the ignorable names right here. Yeah, that's true. What else do we see here? We get to see the full architecture of the app, which is lovely. The full architecture of the app. The AI client will interact with the MCP server, which will call the get messages tool. That will create the latest messages with default 50 by default. The database will return the messages to the get message tool that will return response back to the MCP server, which will respond to the AI client. Very similar with the send message tool. Very similar. However, we also validate the input. And, oh my God, this is beautiful. Check this out, chat. If the name is within the ignorable names, meaning user or assistant, we are going to tell the AI agent that it needs to provide the valid name. So there will be a response, which is a 400. If it comes with a valid name, however, I'm going to actually create the message and send back the response. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have two. It's literally you guys. Like, what the heck, chat? What the heck? We only have nitpick comments, so there is no actual suggestions by CodeRabbit because the code is actually good. That's at least what I do get about this. But we get to see some nitpick comments. So let's see. By the way, Keelir, thank you so much for the subscription on Prime. I really appreciate that. Wait a second. Wait a second, chat. This is actually interesting. You see, chat, this is a type of thing that static analysis won't give you, and CodeRabbit does. So it's telling me the following. The list of ignorable names is static. So if it's static, why the hell are you making that a regular property instead of doing that a constant? That's a nice suggestion. Everyone clapping for CodeRabbit because of this suggestion. That was a nice one. Good. Good. So once we change for a constant, obviously we need to adjust the code itself. So this will be using the constant instead of the regular property. And also give me a nice way of refactoring the string to lower so we don't have to do this all the time, which is good. What else? No good, CodeRabbit. CodeRabbit is telling me that I need to be careful about empty names, like literally an empty names like this. However, Laravel trims or converts empty strings to null, so this will never happen. That's a good point, though. Ooh, description omits cursor. So I have cursor on the list of changes, but not on the list of ignorable names, but not here. Yeah, we need to fix this. That's a good point. Well, let's actually apply both suggestions of cursor. So that's the first one right here on the description, on the send message description right here. Yep. So we need to do this. The second thing we need to do is convert this to a constant. So then we don't need this. Is what? Private constant again? Oh, it's like this. Okay. Private constants, ignorable names. Beautiful. Can I make like an array here? Const array? I think I can. Yes. And then we need to refactor this because it's indeed a constant. So self-ignorable names. Beautiful. This can be converted to an array any. Oh, it's not more readable though. I understand PHP Storm's suggestion, but it's not more readable, I feel. Okay, anything else? Oh, the schema description is also not good. Let's fix that. Oh no, the schema description is good now, but it was something that was not good. Oh, it's on the response here. Here. Thank you, CodeRabbit. That was a good one. Do you still have a passing test suite after all of this, though? We do. Let's run everything. So let's type composer test, and we should be good. In array is better? Not really, because I want to ignore everything after converting everything to lower, actually. You know, I could use the in array indeed, now that I'm thinking. Yeah, I could potentially, that's a good point. I could potentially lowercase all of this. Like this, and this, and this, and this. And then I can say if the ignorable in array. Oh, yeah, it is. What the fuck I was even doing? Jesus Christ. Yeah, much better. Jesus Christ. Okay, so if the name if string to lower the name is on the ignorable array, yep, much better. I agree with you. We'll just replace all of this. Yeah, this should pass. Yep, and if I go to the send messages tool test, and I replace this by this, it should still work. Here we go. Okay, cool. Let's composer test and actually ship this to prod. I think we're good. All right, chat. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? Do you guys have your cloth code and cursor installations ready? Because you are about to interact with me, chat. I'm counting on you guys. counting on you guys to make this just the best live stream ever. So I'm going to commit feed adjusts suggestions by CodeRabbit. Thank you. I'm going to push this, and now that I'm happy with everything, I can just go all the way down and merge this. So this is going to main. Okay, yeah, this is going to main, meaning that on Laravel Cloud, I should be using main too. And I am. So this is main, main. Okay, cool. So I can ship this. So let's click on deploy. Oh, it's already deploying. Oh yeah, Cloud has auto deploy, push to deploy. So basically we just push to main. So it's making a deployment already. So while Cloud is deploying, the last step is actually having you guys interacting with me. So what I will do is open this nice application my dear colleague Ashley created, which gives you details installation steps, so you guys can use this with me. So let's call this Nunonation MCP chat, okay? And the domain will be the one we just have deployed with Laravel Cloud. Let's wait a little bit for Laravel Cloud to deploy this. And once this is done, we should be able to chat with each other. Oh yeah. By the way, chat, let me know if you are enjoying today's live stream. I'm having a blast with CodeRabbit, with Laravel MCP, Laravel with PHP, with all the tools I love. So this is deployed, meaning that if I copy this domain and I go to this place, this will be this, but with a small detail, which is the AI.php has this MCP chat, so we need to use this. So again, the actual domain your agents will be using is always the endpoint that you declare here on this routes file. So I'm going to repeat. To actually having your clients or your customers using this MCP tool, you need to give them these two things, the name of the server plus the actual endpoint, okay? And this will give me detailed installation steps so people can add it to their cursors or to their Cloud Code installations. If it's cursor chat, you just have to click here. So I'm going to send this to you. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. All right, so I'm going to add this to cursor. I'm going to click add to cursor. This will open the cursor site, which hopefully you can see too. Okay, here we go. So install this MCP server. I'm going to say yes. Is loading the tools. And 2 tools are enabled. Okay, this is good. Okay, 2 tools are enabled. So now I have this chat prompt, meaning that this is like ChatGPT. This is Cloud Code. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't really matter. I'm using Cursor because yes, but I could be using Cloud Code, for example, or I could be using ChatGPT. Anything really, okay? So what I will type here is, hi, I'm a little nervous, dude. Literally nervous at the moment. My name is Nuno. Say hi to the Nuno Nation, okay? And what I expect to happen is that this agent, because he knows that we are using these tools, will automatically understand that he needs to use the Nuno Nation tool, hopefully. Oh, here we go. I will send a greeting message. Oh my God, so good. I will send a greeting message to the Nuno chat, to the Nuno Nation chat server for you. Do you wish to call this tool? I'm going to run everything with cautious. So I'm going to type run. So the answer was, your message was successfully sent to the chat. You might show the user the latest messages. So it's telling me that I may run this. So let's do that. Oh my God, your message was successfully sent to the Nuno Chat Nation. There is already some friendly messages from Ian and Ashley. Ian mentioned it enjoying Laravel, and Ashley sent a nice compliment. Oh my God. That was so nice. I'm going to say the following. Write back that, and this is how natural the language is. Like, you can literally just interact with your AI agent. It will automatically understand what you want to send, what we are trying to read. Isn't this like crazy awesome? Write back that people need to put like on this video and subscribe my channel. So this will, again, prompt me to send a message. Here we go. I'm going to say yes. Is sending the message. The message was successfully sent. Would you like to call latest messages to see what everyone said? I'm going to say yes, just natural language. And this will answer me back with some real text, hopefully. Yes, I want to call the get messages tool. And here we go, much more messages from people. And you guys are so awesome, by the way. So Pick and Flow is saying, hi, Nuno Nation. Damien is saying, thanks, man. This is awesome. Mark is saying, hi, Nuno Nation. Oh, my God. This is so exciting, Chad, honestly. This is so... I'm like speechless, man. I'm speechless. We need to tweet this. Oh, my God. So cool. Honestly, so cool. You guys are absolutely just awesome. I need to tell you this. Oh my God. Just so nice. Literally created Twitter using MCP tools. It's so good. Oh my God, I love it. You need to add it to Cloud Code. So on Cloud Code, you guys see this? So it will give you back a command. You run this command locally. You open Cloud Code, and Cloud Code will automatically understand the tools that this MCP server provides. And then you can just ask for the latest messages or send a new message if you want to. And it works perfectly with Spanish, which is crazy. That's actually a very good point. Like if I were to start a new chat and I were to do something like this. Diz olá para a Nuno Nation. So this is Portuguese, by the way. You guys don't get it. But the agent will. So, o meu nome é Nuno. So basically, you know, I'm speaking Portuguese with the chat at the moment. With the agent, and this will still convert me this to English, hopefully. Let's see. Here we go. It will send a message to the Nuno Nation chat. Here we go. We can say yes, which will tell hola to the world, and then will prompt me to send back the latest messages. So I'm going to say yes, I want to see the latest messages. I need to call get messages tool. And there is much more messages because you guys are absolutely awesome. Yeah, we have messages from Dan saying, Nuno, you rock. Thanks for doing this live stream. This server is so powerful. Dami is saying, Nuno Nation, what's up? Raz is saying, hello from Canada. Ashley is saying, MCP is too good. Everyone should be using it. By the way, props to Ashley Shat. He is working with me at Laravel AI. He's absolutely awesome. Shat, you guys are awesome too, by the way. You guys are awesome for allowing me to build this with you all, okay? This is really cool indeed. Now, you guys can imagine how powerful something like this can be if you actually put this in your real business. If you have a business that sells things or potentially allows bookings or restaurant, everything really, you can have MCP tools so those customers can interact with you using agents. And what is funny about this, chat, is that if you go to CodeRabbit, you have this integration section. And check this out. This is actually interesting. On this integration section, they have various MCP servers, okay? One of them is Notion, another one is Context, another one is Linear, and another one is Sentry. All of these integrations are literally MCP servers, meaning that if I were to integrate this at, for example, Notion or Linear, what I could do from the GitHub UI is mark the task Linear that starts with the title XYZ, mark that task as done, okay? So this is how powerful MCP can be because you can have all this integration working seamlessly, you know? It worked also in Latvian? Really? That's crazy, man. I'm going to type here, I'm going to open a new chat and I'm going to say, what people are up to on the Nuno Nation chat? Do me a recap. So I'm going to literally say, you know, I'm going to ask what people are up to on the Nuno Nation chat, and I'm going to ask for a recap. And this will basically tell me what people are up to. So I'm going to run this. Oh my God, so much more messages. And Wilson is writing something, and he's from Venezuela, which is awesome. Chris is saying, hi, Nuno. Thank you for all you do. Peak and Flow is saying, it would be cool if this can auto-translate. I can honestly, I could come here, chat. I forgot about that detail. But what I could do here is on the send message tool, what I could do is the translate messages. So literally ask the agent on the description like this. This will also send message to the Nuno Nation chat server. Please translate the user message to English if it's not already in English. And what this would do is that if you send a message in Portuguese or whatever, it would translate it automatically to English. You know, this is something I could have done, but I literally forgot, which is a good point. But you can also ask for translations. Indeed, man. I literally forgot about that. So let's see what people are saying. Wilson is from Venezuela. Steven is from Germany. Roberts is from Latvia. Raz is from Canada. Dimi said greet in Japanese. This is so cool. Then C is talking about technology, about MCP server, about being so powerful. Mark is using the chat via the Raycast integration. Ashley is promoting the Laravel MCP package and saying that everyone should be using it. This is so cool, man. Honestly, I could do some. You know, this is literally in English. The chat is always Portuguese, Spanish, and whatever, but this is translating everything to English. Chat, this is absolutely awesome, chat. Let me know what you think. Just write on the chat yes if you agree with this, because I am stoked about how cool this is. Okay, this is Laravel MCP, chat. Laravel MCP, and you know, opens a new range of possibilities about AI integrations. It's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. By the way, chat, huge prompts for CodeRabbit. It did awesome code reviews. And as a reminder, CodeRabbit is absolutely free for open source. It's free for open source. Plus, if you want to try it on your private project, you have 2 weeks for free. So you can leverage all of this for free for 2 weeks, and then let me know what you think. So this is CodeRabbit. By the way, chat, we need to be nice with our partners. So be sure to visit their website and you know, try their service for 2 weeks and let me know what you think, okay? Or if you have open source projects, which is the case of me, I'm gonna just use it in all my projects. I cannot wait to put it on every single project I have on open source and start leveraging this tool. Thank you so much, CodeRabbit, for supporting my work too. So yeah, that was it, chat. That was it for today. We built the full application. Let me send you the link again. Here we go, Nuno Nation chat MCP. Here we go, sending it to you. All right, CodeRabbit for the win, chat. I agree with you. I agree with you, man. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Bam, bam, boom. So what else we have here? Let's rate someone, chat. Let's rate someone as usual. By the way, chat, we have a new video coming out next Monday, okay? Next Monday, new video coming out. If you have any questions about MCP tooling and everything. Oh, great question from Canada Ross. Someone is saying, can you send me the link of the tool that generates these connections? It's called add MCP F for your info, and it comes from Ashley, one of my colleagues at Laravel. Okay. Okay, chat. Thank you. I love the stream. That was awesome vibes. You guys were awesome too. Let's rate someone as usual. We have Maya. By the way, a Maya collaboration is coming. I forgot to tell you this. You guys know Maya, the person I'm rating all the time on Twitch? You guys know probably because I'm rating it all the time. So Maya is coming to my channel because she is doing like Rust and Svelte all the time, and I'm doing PHP. So I just told her, wouldn't it be nice if we would compare the languages? Like you would do something in Rust and I would do it in PHP. And, you know, she told me yes, and we are doing a collab. So that's coming. The Primogen is also doing a live stream about the stand-up meetup, the stand-up show. Maybe let's rate Primogen today to be different. Chat, I love you guys so much. I would really appreciate if you guys could sub my channel. I love you guys all. I wish you all a good weekend, okay? A good weekend. Be sure to be awesome. I love you all. Catch you guys next Monday. And peace out. Boo!